What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JB Sports back again with another one. We got the title games coming up in NFL, the AFC Championship game and the NFC Championship game, featuring the Tennessee Titans at the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers at the San Francisco 49ers. The first matchup, KC and the Tennessee Titans are matching up, man. I think it's going to come down to who can implement their style of play, and that's who's going to win that game, man. Who's able to implement their style of play. If Tennessee can control the time clock, run the boy Henry, let him run downhill, and pretty much keep the Kansas City offense on the sideline, that's going to be to the detriment of the Kansas City Chiefs, man. They're going to be looking at losing back-to-back AFC Championship games if that takes place. Now, if Kansas City can stop the run and get their offense the ball and let their offense make plays, because their offense is very hard to stop because they got so many weapons. They got Hill, they got Sammy Watkins, they got Travis Kelce. They got a multitude of running backs, the Williams brothers. They've got LaShawn McCoy. So they got a lot of weapons. Now, the Tennessee Titans defense have been playing well, especially down the stretch here. They've got a very, very good defensive line led by Casey. They've got very athletic linebackers and have a good secondary. Logan, guys like that are very opportunistic in the secondary. So it makes for a very intriguing matchup due to the style of play of both teams. You got a ball control, run dominant Tennessee Titans going against an air raid of the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, the key to this game is Chris Jones. If Chris Jones is not able to play, I think it's going to be problematic for the Kansas City Chiefs, because he's one of the guys that can make plays as far as the defensive line goes. He's by far their best defensive lineman. They've got some other guys that can rush the quarterback, but as far as run stopping and pass rush, he's their best player on the D-line, man. So if he's not able to go, man, that's going to be hard for them to slow down the Tennessee Titans rushing attack. Now, he didn't practice Thursday. I didn't check to see if he practiced Friday, but that was a bad sign that he didn't practice Thursday after having a week off, basically 2 weeks off after the season, because he didn't play against the Titans. He had a bye week, and he still wasn't able to go. He got hurt late in practice leading up into the Houston Texans game. I think he got hurt on Thursday, so it was actually been a week since he pulled that hamstring. And this past Thursday, he wasn't able to practice. So it's been a week since he pulled it. So that, I guess, going into Sunday, he get 3 more days. Maybe he can go, but I'm thinking he's probably not going to be able to go if he didn't practice Thursday. I didn't hear about Friday. I didn't check if he practiced Friday. But if he's not able to go, man, it's going to be tough for Kansas City to stop Tennessee Titans' run game. Tannehill is a very, very accurate deep ball thrower, and he can make plays with his legs. They don't ask him to throw for 300 yards. They don't need to, man, because they got Derrick Henry, man, pushing the rock and running downhill, and he's controlling the game, controlling the clock, man, in the game. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how it plays out, man. I think Tennessee is going to be able to run the ball, man. I think they're going to be able to control the clock. I think that defense is going to be able to get a couple of stops here and there, because I like the type of defense they've been playing up under defensive coordinator Pease. He's been drawing up some good game plans. He was able to slow down Lamar Jackson, that high-power offense, and I think he'll do the same to the Kansas City Chiefs. He won't be able to slow it down all the way, but I think he'll slow it down just enough where they'll hold him to field goals instead of touchdowns, and then Derrick Henry will be able to control the running game and eventually wear down the Kansas City Chiefs in the fourth quarter. So I like the Tennessee Titans beating the Kansas City Chiefs 23-20 to go to the Super Bowl. Now, as far as the Green Bay Packers at the San Francisco 49ers, man, I just don't see how the Green Bay going to be able to win this game, man. Unless Aaron Rodgers go back to his MVP days where he can make plays off script, by time, and they can kind of play what you call schoolyard football, and he can make some plays down the field and beat Aaron Rodgers in his MVP, Aaron Rodgers, then they might have a chance. And even at that case, I just think that'll make the game more competitive, but I still think they'll still lose even if he plays to that level, man. I just don't see it. It's just the matchups does not favor the Green Bay at all in this game. The offensive line against the San Francisco defensive line, I don't like that matchup at all for the Green Bay Packers. They got a hard time blocking Buckner, hard time blocking Bosa. I think them guys going to get after Aaron Rodgers and make him very uncomfortable in the pocket. I think they're going to slow down Aaron Jones. I think they're going to put Richard Sherman on Devontae Adams. He's going to lock him up. And they don't really have anybody on the other side to really make the defense pay for shutting down Devontae Adams. Now, they do have the boy, I can't remember his name, the tight end. He used to play with Drew Brees with the New Orleans Saints. He made some plays against the Seattle Seahawks. They're going to need him to have a big game against the 49ers. Well, they might be able to get some plays with him, man. I think he's going to be the key, man, the tight end for the Green Bay Packers. They're going against the San Francisco Giants linebackers. I didn't think Minnesota did use Rudolph enough. I thought he had advantage against the 49ers linebackers, but they failed to take advantage of that. That's the one link you can take advantage of as far as the 49ers is the linebackers. Their linebackers are very good, but just compared to the D-line, they're not, they're a little bit weaker than the defensive line of the 49ers. So you have to go after them. Go after excuse me. You have to go after the linebackers in pass coverage. And that's why I think you can attack the 49ers, man. It's going to be a rough day for the Green Bay Packers, man. I think Garoppolo is going to manage the game. I don't think he's going to turn the ball over. They're going to run those three running backs, the three-headed monster, Coleman, Hurst, number 22, who names escape me. They got Kerry Kittles, who I think is the best tight end in the game, along with along with Travis Kelce. You're going to have the two best tight ends in the game playing this weekend. Travis Kelce for the Kansas City Chiefs and Kittles from the San Francisco 49ers. They're going to have a hard time matching up with him, the linebackers, as far as Green Bay Packers goes. And I think the Green Bay Packers secondary is going to have a hard time with Emmanuel Sanders. I think he's going to be able to make plays in the secondary. They've got a lot of the other young receivers are really coming along real good, especially toward the last 3 or 4 games of the season. They've been making plays because teams are starting to focus more on Sanders, so they've been going to those other guys. And Shanahan does a good job of scheming wide receivers open, man. He runs some great schemes. As you remember, man, the year the Atlanta Falcons went to the Super Bowl, Shanahan was the offensive coordinator, and when they played the Green Bay Packers, man, he annihilated their defense as they put up record numbers in that NFC Championship game as Atlanta Falcons blew out Aaron Rodgers in the Green Bay Packers. So he's very familiar with the Green Bay Packers personnel, even though they're up under a different defensive coordinator. Don Capers was the defensive coordinator when they met up 3 years ago in the NFC Championship game, but they got a new defensive coordinator now, but they have some of the same players that they had back then, and I think they'll be able to attack them and attack those players' weaknesses, man. Again, Shanahan does a good job of scheming his wide receivers open, man. So I think with the run game and the passing game, I think they'll be able to move the ball against the Green Bay Packers as long as they stay out of 3rd and long. Now, if the Packers can get them at 3rd and long, where they can get the Williams brothers rushing and getting after Garoppolo, and maybe they can harass him, put pressure on him, and make him make a couple of mistakes where Aaron Rodgers have a short field and he can take advantage of it. If they can do that, then the game might be a little bit closer. But if they can't do that, I just look for the 49ers to dominate this game. And, they beat them early in the season. I think it was 37-8. Dominated them, man. Blew them out. I don't think it'll be that bad, but I still think they'll win by at least 2 scores. I got the San Francisco Giants winning the game 31-17. So I got the Tennessee Titans versus the San Francisco 49ers in the Super Bowl in Miami, Florida. It'll be going down in 2 weeks, man. That's my opinion. If you agree with my opinion, leave your comments in the comment section. If you disagree and think it's going to be Kansas City or Green Bay, or you think it may be Tennessee and Green Bay, or you think it's you agree with one of mine and don't agree with the other one, make your prediction, make your picks. Who you think going to be in the Super Bowl, man? Leave your comments in the comment section. This is JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend. I holla.